I have prepared several test pages to show you how this works. Let me first start with the structural sanitization test page, the one that we have just talked about. We're saying that there might be active content inside of different formats. In this case, we are downloading a web page. Basically, we are accessing a server to access an HTML page, which contains active code. In this case, as you can see, well, it allows me to do something. So there is some active code here in this page. In fact, if we check the source code of the page, you can see that here there are several lines with script, JavaScript. Okay. So let's do something. Let's change the proxy to go to the proxy where I have structural sanitization enabled. And what I'll do now is just reload the page. Now that I have reloaded the page, you can see that the active content is no longer here. Okay. And in fact, if we have a look at the source code of the page, again, there is no trace of any JavaScript inside of it. The gateway, the web gateway, has completely removed all the script tags inside of this HTML document. Okay, just remember that this is removing all the active content inside of a web page. It could have a big impact on the experience of users browsing that page. In any case, we have been requested for that in mostly in management networks or in high secure places where they don't want any active code. But it might be suitable, for example, to enable this only for certain websites. So, well, as a second test page, what I have prepared is a data reduction one. As you can see, we have here several pieces of information. What I'm going to do is just, this is a test page in order to test with the default policy, we have a lexical expression list, which is called PCI terms. Just by clicking into redact all inside of this expression list, because we are using exactly the same format that we are using nowadays to detect text. By clicking on redact all, we will be redacting all of these expressions. So you can see that we have here, for example, credit card text, expiry date as text, but we also have the credit card number. Okay, so let's, now that I have the proxy with the different filters on it, what I'll do is just reload the page. And you can see that this has completely been overwritten by asterisks. So credit card, the text is no longer here. Expiry date, the text is no longer here. The credit card number has been removed, and we have only kept the last 4 digits. This is the only exception when we are doing reduction. We keep the last 4 digits of credit card, and even the text of expiry date has been removed. Now, we haven't removed this date just because it's not in the original lexical expression list, but it would be very easy to remove this. Or even to do things like, okay, if you find expiry date, remove afterwards the next 6 characters of the text. Okay. So by creating a proper lexical expression, you can go as deep as you want in that reduction. Okay, these 2 examples are showing you how we can download content, and how it is redacted or modified on the fly as we are downloading the content. This is one of the risks. Okay, we try to download something that doesn't fit the policy, but we have also the risk on the other direction. What happens, for example, when you have a website like this one? I have here a blog where I'm posting information. We are sharing information with other companies. What happens when we place it for example, in something like this? In a managed file transfer solution. What happens when we publish a website? I mean, all of these cases, or what happens when we access a webmail, in any of these cases, we are uploading content that obviously might contain hidden information, might contain some kind of intellectual property inside of it. In any case, this can be applied in both directions. So I have here a document with several versions. I will open the clean one. Okay, so what do we have here? Well, basically you can see that we have here a document that is talking about high-level design and system specifications for a project called Nautilus. It's talking about a certain type of submarines. It has here the internal code of the document. Even the watermark, if you can see, it talks about the Nautilus project. If we move down, here there is a high-level design scope, but we also have some additional text that has been removed. This text is talking about vulnerabilities of the system. Okay. The user that is creating this document at some point might decide to have the final view of the document, and this is what he's seeing right now. Okay, so there is no trace of hidden information. That's why he thinks that it's clean. Also, the properties, you can see that my name is here, there's some title, and also if I check the advanced properties, you could see that there are lots of properties here, just because I'm using a tool to do the classification of the information. However, from all of these properties, the only one that is really important is this one. Okay, so let's do something. Let's publish this document as a standard user would do. Yes, okay, have the final view here. There's nothing here. Everything is fine. I'll publish it. So, if I come to my blog and I go to the management page, I can simply go to the media library where I have all the documents that I'm publishing here and add a new document. By selecting this file, just click on upload. You can see that the communication hasn't been blocked at all. I haven't noticed anything. There's no block page, nothing. However, if I click on view the document, you can see that it has been, yes, it has been published in the blog, but whenever I open it, you will notice that it has been modified. The internal code of the document is no longer here. The internal name of the project is no longer here. Even if you see the watermark, it's no longer there, the name of the document, sorry, of the project. The secret code of the submarines is no longer here. But also very important, there is no change tracking information. Okay, it doesn't matter which view I have here. There's no trace of this information simply because it has been completely removed. Okay, but what about the properties? You take the properties, author is removed, title is removed, and for the advanced properties, they have all been removed apart from the one that I said that was important for me. So I have been very selective on what I want to remove or not. Okay. Okay. So this is the demo for the email. Sorry, for the web environment. I'll pass it over now to Alan for the email demo.
Right. You should be able to see my screen. So very similar to what Ivan's just presented. So we've got a standard document. I'm going to roll all of the three features into one message being sent through the gateway. So again, just to recap, I'm going to be looking for top secret and XYZ. So as before, we're able to search into document headers. You can see XYZ in the header here. We're obviously interested in document titles. Previously, we couldn't actually do anything with document watermarks, but because of the changes we've made to the product, we're actually able to inspect and make changes to document watermarks. And again, something that we couldn't do beforehand is do keyword search inside comments within documents, Excel or PowerPoint comments. So again, that's another extension provided in this gateway feature. So even if you're just using keyword search and not the data redaction features, you would be able to do searches inside comment fields as well. And here's a fragment of a paragraph. There's an uncommitted change that again we'll be looking to remove out. Now, one of the common questions that we get is, well, what if I've got embedded content, or what if my document's inside a zip file? Well, as with all of our products, we are able to recurse inside files and be able to remove as necessary. So in this case, for my structural sanitization part of the demo, I've actually got an embedded Excel spreadsheet, and inside the Excel spreadsheet there's an embedded movie. So again, we've got a Word document with an Excel spreadsheet and an Excel spreadsheet with an active movie file. So again, we're trying to cover everything here. So if we just close this one down, go back to my message. Now 6:37. So I've got a simple message. Here is that top secret document about XYZ. Send the message through. Send email, send email, send email. It's not that big. Shouldn't take too long to get processed. But what I'm going to do in this case, I'm simulating a message coming into an organization, and we set up policies slightly different because it's email. Because one of the common questions that we get asked at this point is, okay, I understand what you're doing, and I understand why you're doing it, but what if I want to keep a safe copy of that document without it being modified? And really, this is what this demo is going to show. So if I just find the recipient, open their mail, here it is, it's just arrived. Open it up. Again, as you'd expect, top secret XYZ has been redacted. Look at the attachment. As we can see, XYZ has gone from here, here, here. We've redacted XYZ in the comment, and the final paragraph that was previously still an effective change has gone. The corporate video, it looks as if it's there, but it's not. When Excel or when Word embeds things, it puts a template thumbnail, and that's what this thing is here. If we double click on this, it is an embedded object. We open it up, we see Excel, there's nothing there. You know, there really is nothing there, apart from the original text that was there. So nothing has been added. We've just taken all the bad stuff away. And again, to Ivan's demo earlier, any document properties have been eradicated. Now, say the user goes, well, I actually do need that document. Well, how are we going to deliver it? Well, I took the option where I created the content rule to take a copy and put it into quarantine. So I go into the quarantine area. Here's the message that I just sent. I can elect to release and choose whether I wanted the modified, which is effectively what got sent, or I could take the original, deliver that one, go back as my recipient, close that, refresh. Here's the original, top secret, XYZ. You can guarantee everything else is the same. So it is possible to deal with that use case where you do want to preserve an original copy without destroying everything. Okay.